This is All India Radio. Welcome to Science Serial Life Must Go On. All India Radio, in collaboration with Vigyan-Prasar, presents Science Serial Life Must Go On, based on understanding and managing sustainable development. Episode number 13, titled Enhancing Energy Efficiency.
In fact, it's Jadeja. This might be out. Taken comfortably. That's a good catch in the deep. Virat Kohli, the catcher. Oh, that looks like a big one. Yes, it is. Somebody will catch it in the crowd. There's another one. It's flatter, but once again, it's gone into the stands.
Oh, gone. Yes. It's the Dhoni-Jadeja combination yet again.
Yes, here we go. One more boundary. Come on, India.
Sets himself, should take the catch. Does take the catch.
Oh no. Is this a time to cut off the power? Now how can I watch this thrilling match? Mama, now it's high time.
What's wrong, Bunty? What happened?
Mama, the match is on its high pitch and there is power failure. Now, at least for 2 hours, there will be no power due to load shedding. Why don't you tell Papa to install a generator set? At least a battery and inverter set in our home.
Come on, Bunty.
Mama, don't laugh. My exams are over. I was enjoying Sunday and I cannot just fulfill my simple wish.
Bunty, what happened, beta?
Papa, I want a generator set. At least a battery and inverter set to be installed in our home.
Okay. We'll think over it, right?
No diplomacy, Papa. I'm serious.
Okay then. Let's be serious and have a serious discussion on it, right?
Sometimes I also feel that Bunty is correct.
You too.
Oh, we have to have an inverter set as so many things just keep pending due to this power cut.
Yes, Mama is correct.
Bunty, you are grown up now. And I'm sure you can understand the issue, okay?
Okay.
Okay, beta. The basic question is why there is power cut?
Due to load shedding. Simple.
And why is the load shedding?
Due to shortage of power.
Bunty, this is the half-truth.
How? I don't understand.
Well, I will explain this to you. We face power shortage because we are consuming more power than we produce. In other words, our demand is more than the supply.
That I know, Papa. But we cannot produce power.
Bunty, this is again half-truth. We can generate power.
Yes, using the generator. That is what I was exactly talking about.
Well, don't be so impatient, Bunty. Let's talk about each point one by one.
Meaning?
Let's talk about the deficit between demand and supply of the power. One of the reasons why we face power shortage is that we are not consuming electric power efficiently.
But how can we use electricity efficiently?
There you are. For that, take a survey in our area.
Survey? Papa, you're either diverting me from the topic or you're making me a fool.
No, dear. I'm neither diverting the topic nor making you fool. I will tell you why to do the survey and how can you do it.
Okay, Baba, you do your survey later. First come for lunch now. Lunch is ready.
Okay, Mama, we are coming. Papa, let's continue our discussion during the lunch.
Oh, there is no lunch break like a cricket match. Great!
Papa!
Yes, Bunty? What happened, Bunty?
See, I've almost completed the survey. And moreover, I also have summarized these observations. See?
Wow, Bunty, you have done a great job. And that too within a week. Super.
Papa, I have found that in most of the shops, tube lights and halogen lights are being used. There are few cases where CFL lamps are being used.
Bunty, but what about LED bulbs, huh?
Yes, I observed LED bulbs, but in big showrooms, they use LED panels. But such cases are very few in comparison.
I think now you're close to the answer of your question, huh?
Yes, if we use LED bulbs instead of other types, they consume less power. Also, unlike CFL bulbs, they do not contribute to environmental pollution as far as heavy metals are concerned. We get better light with less consumption if we use LED lamps.
There you are. So by using LED bulbs, we can save energy. In other words, we can improve the efficiency.
So obviously, if we save electricity like this, our increasing demands can be met to a certain extent and load shedding can be reduced.
Correct. That is why our government is also promoting use of LED lamps by making them available in subsidized cost.
But Papa, there should be awareness campaign launched for such efficient use of electric energy.
Yes, true. The government is also doing it. And for that, in 2008, our government has launched nationwide action plan on climate change, which outlines 8 national missions, including National Mission on Enhanced Energy Efficiency.
What did you say, Papa? Action plan on climate change?
Yes.
But what is the relation between climate change and energy efficiency?
My dear, very, very close relation. We get electricity through thermal power stations. About 71% of electricity consumed in India is generated by thermal power plants. In fact, thermal power is the largest source of power in India. There are thermal power plants based on the fuel used to generate the steam, such as coal, gas, and diesel. But more than 62% of India's electricity demand is met through the country's vast coal reserves.
Oh, I understand. When we burn coal or other fossil fuels to generate steam, obviously, lot of environmental pollution takes place.
No, beta, not only that. Due to carbon emissions, in huge amount it contributes to global warming. So we must use electricity judiciously.
Yes, I know. We have to switch off all electrical gadgets when they are not in use.
Correct. But this should not happen only in our homes, but in offices, at public places such as theaters, auditoriums, public halls, and even in railway trains. We have to switch off all fans and lights when they are not in use.
Also, we have to use air conditioning machines in the temperature range of 24 to 26 degrees centigrade to minimize energy consumption.
Correct.
But Papa, why don't we go for solar energy? We get a lot of sunlight in our country.
Yes, solar energy is a very good option for our country. Moreover, it is a clean source of energy and does not cause any pollution. India's pledge to reduce its carbon emissions relies heavily on increasing the generation of solar energy. India pledged at the United Nations Conference on Climate Change in Paris last year to slow the rate at which it emits greenhouse gases by 1/3 over 2005 levels by 2030. Our government is also promoting the use of solar energy not only for generation of electricity, but also for heating water, drying process in industries and agriculture. But there are some major hurdles.
Cost, right?
Yes, cost of solar panels is one difficulty, and the other is how to get space for mounting solar panels. But our scientists are working and really working hard on this issue, and recently they have come up with an innovative idea.
Innovative idea?
Our solar tree.
Solar tree sounds very interesting.
Yes, acquisition of land to develop roads, factories, and other infrastructure is a sensitive issue in our country. Many times it has led to violent protests from displaced people.
So,
The basic idea of making this solar tree is to harness maximum solar power in the least possible area requirements.
how?
Let me explain. The solar tree contains photovoltaic panels placed at different levels on branches made of steel. It takes about 4 square feet of space to produce 5 kilowatt power, which otherwise would have required 400 square feet of space. Almost 100 times the space is saved due to this indigenous design. Scientists estimate the energy generated by a solar tree would be sufficient to light up 5 homes.
Oh, that's something great! Our scientists have made it?
Yes, Indian scientists at the CSIR, that is Central Mechanical Engineering Research Institute, a constituent laboratory of Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, that is CSIR, in Kolkata, have designed it, and they are hoping that it will help overcome one of the key challenges the country faces in the generation of solar power.
But how to clean solar panels in the course of time? Because they are at a certain height from the ground level, isn't it?
Very good question, Bunty. In fact, our scientists have given a very good thought on this issue as well. The solar tree is facilitated with water sprinklers at the top for self-cleaning of panels. That increases the efficiency of the solar panels.
That's a great idea!
Bunty, there is another important feature of the solar tree.
Which one, Papa?
One can even change the angle of photovoltaic panels mounted on this tree.
That means as the direction of sun rays change, we can change the direction of solar panels so that they will face the sun.
Absolutely true. And you know, it increases the efficiency. And also by holding the photovoltaic panels at a higher height, on an average it gets more sun rays for 1 hour in a day. As a result, it is possible to harness 10 to 15% more power in comparison to conventional layout on ground.
Papa, I want to know more about the efforts made by our government and even other organizations. I will do net surfing for that.
Bunty, you will get information on net, but I will tell you one more way to get this information in detail. And I think it's a better way.
Which one, Papa?
One of my batchmates, Sanika Shenoy, is running a NGO which works for awareness campaign for energy consumption and promoting innovative ways for enhancing energy efficiency. Tomorrow we will visit her office and discuss with her about all your queries.
But Papa, my school?
You can take off from the school for one day.
Okay, Papa. Done.
Done? So I will call Sanika now and take her appointment, right?
Okay, Papa.
Okay. May I come in?
Yes, sure. Oh, hello, young scientist. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Beta, she's Sanika.
Hi.
Dr. Sanika Shenoy.
Okay, now what's your name?
Nilesh, but all call me as Bunty.
Okay, I will also call you Bunty. Is it fine?
Yes, Auntie.
Okay, let's come to the point now. As an NGO, we spread the message of how efficiently you can use energy resources, not only at household level, but also in industries, transport systems, commercial premises, etc. Moreover, we work with government agencies, take the help and cover rural as well as urban areas.
Wow, that's great, Sanika. In fact, our government is doing many such efforts to increase energy efficiency, right?
Yes, well put. In fact, 2015, our Honorable Prime Minister has launched a scheme called Prakash Path, urging people to use LED lamps in place of other lamps to drastically cut down lighting power requirement. Moreover, energy efficient fans at subsidized price are offered to electricity consumers by the electricity distribution companies to decrease peak electricity load.
I knew about LED lamps, but not about energy efficient fans.
You know, we are also promoting the use of non-conventional sources of energy, such as solar energy. In fact, India was the first country in the world to set up a ministry of non-conventional energy resources in early 1980s. Did you know that?
Oh, really? I was not aware about it.
In fact, the energy policy of India is largely defined by the country's expanding energy deficit and increased focus on developing alternative sources of energy, particularly nuclear, solar and wind energy. India is using renewable sources of energy like hydel energy, wind energy, and solar energy to electrify villages.
Wow, superb.
But Auntie, what about nuclear energy?
Well, nuclear energy is the fifth largest source of electricity in India after thermal, hydroelectric, and renewable sources of electricity. As of 2016, India had 22 nuclear reactors in operation at 7 sites, having an installed capacity of 6,780 megawatt and producing a total of more than 30,000 gigawatt of electricity. Isn't that great?
Absolutely.
11 more reactors are under construction to generate an additional 8,000 megawatt of electricity.
Wow! If this happens, then we'll get rid of the load shedding and the power cuts.
Of course, consumers, particularly those who are ready to pay a tariff which reflects efficient costs, have the right to get uninterrupted 24-hour supply of quality power. Don't you think so?
Yes, absolutely correct. But it's a challenging task, right?
Yes, it is. About 56% of rural households have not yet been electrified, even though many of these households are willing to pay for electricity. Determined efforts should be made to ensure that the task of rural electrification for securing electricity access to all households and also ensuring that electricity reaches poor and marginal sections of the society at reasonable rates.
But Sanika, to have access of electricity to all households, we have to use the available electricity judiciously, right?
Yes, of course. It's a moral responsibility, and intentional effort should be made from our side as well.
What kind of efforts, Auntie?
Apart from judicious use of electricity, we have to start using star-rated gadgets.
But Auntie, they are comparatively costlier.
Maybe they are costlier, but these gadgets are ensured to run on less power. So we do not have to pay more in recurring manner.
That's true.
Nowadays, not only electrical gadgets like air conditioning machine, refrigerator, ovens, etc. are star rated, but star rating plans have also been developed by the Bureau of Energy Efficiency of Ministry of Power in association with Petroleum Conservation Research Association for the LPG stove.
Oh.
More star indicates less gas consumption and thereby more saving.
Correct, Manish. You couldn't have put it better. Reducing energy use is also seen as a solution to the problem of reducing greenhouse gas emissions. So now we have to insist on star-rated gadgets only while purchasing. The Bureau of Energy Efficiency was set up by the Energy Conservation Act 2001. Now this act requires large energy consumers to adhere to energy consumption norms, new buildings to follow the Energy Conservation Building Code, and appliances to meet energy performance standards and to display energy consumption labels. Did you follow, Bunty?
Yes, Auntie, I understand. I have read about green buildings, which use conventional sources of energy in less amount and largely depend upon non-conventional sources such as solar energy for heating water, electricity, etc.
Yes, in fact, for lighting our homes, the structure should be such that maximum area is exposed to sunlight and air.
So automatically, we will not use electricity for lamps and fans.
So what are we waiting for? Open the windows. I always insist.
See, improvements in energy efficiency are generally achieved by adopting a more efficient technology or production process or by application of commonly accepted methods to reduce energy losses.
Yes, in automobile industry also, new technology is being tested so that we will not rely on fossil fuels such as diesel and petrol.
Yes, that is very much the order of the day. According to the International Energy Agency, improved energy efficiency in buildings, industrial processes, and transportation could reduce the world's energy needs in 2050 by 1/3 and help control global emissions of greenhouse gases.
Yeah, hopefully we will achieve this.
Why not? Energy efficiency and renewable energy are said to be the twin pillars of sustainable energy policy and are high priorities in the sustainable energy hierarchy. In many countries, energy efficiency is also seen to have a national security benefit because it can be used to reduce the level of energy imports from foreign countries and may slow down the rate at which domestic energy resources are depleted.
We also have to give priority to sort out this energy crisis and work on the energy efficiency. Auntie, really, I got very valuable information from you. Thanks for sharing your valuable time.
No formalities, dear. Now I'll just call for coffee, okay?
Yes, we should take a break and drink coffee. Otherwise, it will become cold and need to consume more fuel to make it hot again, right?
Life must go on. You were listening to the 13th episode of the science serial produced by All India Radio in collaboration with Vigyan-Prasar titled Enhancing Energy Efficiency. Coordinators were Dilip Jha, Dr. R. Gopichandran and Dr. B.K. Tyagi. Scripted by Hemant Lagwankar. Directed by Kajal Suri. Recording and mixing Akhya Jayavardhan. Participating artists were Saurabh Bhatia, Nikhil Diwan, Naina Sagar and Vandana Rai. Hey listeners, please stay with us. Here are the 2 questions for you. The lucky winner will get attractive prizes from Vigyan-Prasar. The first question is, what are the sources of conventional and non-conventional energy? And the second question is, what is the importance of star rating in energy equipment? You can send your answers by simple post. Our address is Science Serial Life Must Go On, All India Radio, room number 615, New Broadcasting House, Sansad Marg, New Delhi 110001. You can also write on our email ID radio@vigyanprasar.gov.in. Please do write or mail us your full name, age and profession. If associated with Science Club, do let us know the membership of your club. If you have any query or question, don't hesitate to write to us. We will be back again with the next episode of this science serial, Life Must Go On, same day, same time next week. Till then, goodbye.